Hey everybody, I'm Katallina, and today we're here to talk about episode 1 of The Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant Used to Be Arch Enemies. Well, there are definitely a few things that have taken me by surprise as we jump into this one. I did not know that this was actually going to be a shorter showtime for an anime, and that's definitely going to affect the pacing and how things go. Whether that'll be for the better or the worse is something we'll have to wait and see as we progress through the season. As for now, it seems to be working okay for episode 1. We don't waste any time in actually getting these two characters together and interacting, which I think is definitely a plus, and their interactions seem to balance this really fine line between showing the fact that they are from two opposing factions, and also showing all of this cute interaction between them that, if anyone from either of their factions knew about, they would not be happy. The interesting thing about it, though, in my opinion, is that while we are told that the evil organization is evil, and we see some military theming, which in most shows is usually a net negative, we also find out some of the history for Momori, the magical girl. It seems to me that Momori actually might have a worse deal than he does, though, because the cat thing that gave her her abilities actually offered it to her because apparently some shady bunch of people shut down the orphanage that she was living in, and she wants to gain it back. And it turns out that we find out that the cat was actually in on the acquisition of this space, and that it did this on purpose. And we find out that Momori is actually running errands and taking care of people and being a magical girl. She doesn't make enough money to actually have food. She isn't getting enough sleep. Her health is deteriorating, and at one point she totally freaking collapses, and Mira gets a hold of her and actually is helping her and stuff. And the majority of the episode is him giving her food. So it's seriously? That is definitely not something that I expected. I mean, I expected cute moments between the two and everything, but I certainly didn't expect this to go in such a direction where the actual potential hero side of this is absolutely nowhere near as heroic as we would have thought. Although that will actually give some interesting leeway to these characters, because he's already talking to her about the possibility of not being a magical girl anymore, and she's telling him she still wants to do it because she wants to protect people, but we don't really have a full enough grasp on what is going on here to understand how dire or non-dire her involvement in that actually is, and how much of it is her wanting to do this versus her having been coerced into some kind of situation. I don't know how much time or effort will actually be given to exploring these things in the future, given how short the episodes are. I don't know whether we're going to actually get an in-depth coverage of everything about these two that would explain their relationship, or whether we're just going to get some cute short pieces of showing them having romantic fluff together. We'll have to see how this goes moving forward. It's intriguing, it's fun, it's super short, so it's not going to take a lot of time to cover. I don't know whether it's going to be able to live up to the expectations I hypothetically had for it, because I didn't realize what kind of format this was going to be coming in, and this is actually the one show where I could not find any kind of translation for a trailer or anything, so I had no idea what kind of overall themes and feel this was going to have as far as writing before I went in. That said, I thought this was cute, and I did have a good time watching it. I'm definitely going to continue covering it as much as I can anyway. I don't know how much there's really going to be for us to discuss. We'll have to go on a week-by-week basis. But I did enjoy this, and I did think that it was pretty good based off of what was shown here. So, did you guys watch this one? What did you think? I'd love to know, so drop a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye!